Today I'm going to talk about King DeDeDe in Smash Ultimate, a character that's actually received way more buffs than just about anybody else, and as well a character that I think has been, kind of slept on a little bit. A lot of people have asked me to talk about this character, so let's get started. So the first thing I wanted to cover right here is kind of King DeDeDe's changes in general, and if you look at King DeDeDe in almost every single way, he's just kind of gotten a little bit better. And I'm not going to say King DeDeDe got a huge kit rework or really got anything that's, way too amazing about him that he didn't have before, but again, everything just kind of better, and that's what you're going to be seeing in this video. Let's start off with some of the main changes though, and that's going to be to his main attributes, mainly being his speed. So if you knew about King DeDeDe in the previous games, he was never all that quick, especially in the air, and I think that kind of hurt him a ton because it made so that, all his aerial moves and his extra jumps weren't all that useful. Now, I'm going to say honestly, I wish that he still got more airspeed than he got in Ultimate, but his airspeed was buffed. It was buffed from what it was in the past to essentially what Luigi's airspeed is. Again, not great, but a little bit better. In addition to this, of course, his jump scroll was buffed up a little bit from 6 to 3, so he can get into the air faster. That's nice. And as well with this, his dash speed was buffed quite a bit, but that kind of happened to everybody. Finally, about DeDeDe and his attributes is the fact that DeDeDe actually was made more heavy in this game, and I think this is going to be pretty important for him because it means he's going to A, be able to abuse Rage a lot better, even though Rage was nerfed a little bit, he's going to be able to do that better. And B, he's going to be able to survive longer when hit. He's going to be hit super far off stage, but live, come back with his extra jumps, and his up B, and then start battling again. I think overall it's going to make him just, slightly better in this game, and overall these attributes are just kind of nice for DeDeDe. Now, continuing from here, DeDeDe actually has essentially changes on every single tilt, but the thing that I think is the most important is that A, his jab and his forward tilt connect a lot more reliably now, so that's kind of nice. And B, all of its tilts either do a little bit more damage or have a little bit less end lag. Now, it's not something completely ridiculous, you still can't spam this thing out, they still are kind of slow compared to other characters, but every single tilt essentially got a buff and was made, a decent amount better. In addition, every single aerial also got a pretty decent buff. Now, they weren't anything, special again, they were essentially just more damage, more knockback, and less ending lag, but they're just better. And again, King DeDeDe's attacks just plain out better in Ultimate. I do kind of wish that he would have gotten something special about these moves, something different, but at least changing them in this way just makes sure that you can use them more often, so that when you actually hit them, they'll be more valuable, and I think will give King DeDeDe a lot more kill power in this game, and maybe even a little bit more combos and a little bit more setups, as these things are coming out a bit quicker and ending a little bit quicker as well. Now, the final main change that he actually does have that I think is going to be very impactful is the fact that now his neutral B, the Inhale, can actually suck up almost any projectile in the entire game, and then shoot it back at 1.5 the speed of that. Now, as well, this does actually apply to his own Gordos, which themselves have gotten better, which, because they can actually stick to walls now a lot easier, and they actually kill a little bit easier now. So, in general, DeDeDe's actually looking a little fresh with this new change to his Inhale. If there's one big change about this character, it's going to be this. Now, the thing that I think is so important about the Inhale change is that King DeDeDe has always kind of struggled a lot with camping-type characters. They could just spam projectiles at you all day long, and you couldn't really do anything because you're just so slow, and you don't really have any super fast approaching moves. But now, you can suck those up and shoot them back at them. Now, of course, if your opponent's smart and just keeps baiting you into sucking out the projectiles, yeah, they can play around this. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it is quite a bit more useful to have this tool than to just simply not have this tool in the past, and will help him a ton against campers, probably, again, some of his worst matchups in the past. So, DeDeDe in the past was really good in Brawl, essentially just because he had a chain grab, and then in Smash 4, he wasn't that great because he didn't have anything that unique about him. And then in Smash Ultimate, here we are again, where it's a character that doesn't really have anything super unique about the character, but is essentially just Smash 4, but better in a lot of ways. Now, with that said, again, he's not really a heavy with something that you pick him for. He's not really Bowser with just that insane kill power. He's not really King K. Rool with just a stupid amount of super armor, or Donkey Kong with his amazing throws. He's the person that is a heavyweight, that has a lot of good disjoints, that is really slow and really easy to combo. And that's kind of what King DeDeDe is right now. It's one of the heavyweights that I think is kind of hard to say, pick this one up, he's super good. But I think he's now at the point where you can actually play him and do all right versus most characters. He got some of the most buffs in the entire game, honestly, and if you look at his changelog, it's ginormous. But I'm going to say not, too many of them are super impactful buffs. They are just kind of buffs to the character. Now, with that said, when you put all these not impactful buffs together, you get like freaking novel of non-impactful buffs, and that becomes one big impactful buff. So again, I think there is good potential in this character. I think people are kind of underrating the character and think that somebody could actually pull out decent results with him, but I don't think this is going to be, a top pick, and I think in general he's going to probably perform, a little bit worse than the other heavies because he doesn't have quite as easy as a game plan to pull off, and doesn't have, as much random jank that he can do quite as much as the others. Again, a pretty decent character, but maybe a little bit weaker than the other heavies. With all that said though, guys, that's my own personal opinion about King DeDeDe in Smash Ultimate, a character that got a ton of buffs, but maybe could have used a little bit more in, some different ways. With that all said though, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your own personal opinions about King DeDeDe in this game. Top part of the screen right now is a card to a playlist of more Smash Ultimate analysis videos, and hope you guys enjoyed those. With that all said though, guys, thank you all for watching, and have a smashing day.